Good evening, I'm Ryan Graham. Thank you for joining us. The Township of Ignace has put out a request for proposals seeking developers for a large subdivision, which could eventually contain over 260 residential lots. Officials say the town needs to expand to accommodate the future nuclear waste management projects in that area. For now, Ignace is looking for qualified developers to purchase and develop 46 fully serviced residential lots, potentially starting next year. The municipality also seeks proposals for building on 215 unserviced residential lots nearby and on a 6-acre block designated for multi-residential development. Town spokesperson Jake Pastore says with the planned underground repository and the new Center of Expertise building, Ignace will really need the space.
We want to make sure that the people that are coming in to work in the community are able to stay in the community, are able to not look elsewhere, to Dryden or other locations that are near Ignace. We want them to stay in Ignace, and that means we'd have to have affordable housing. And so that's why we're moving forward with this RFP.
The RFP is posted at bedingo.com. An online portal for public sector tenders. The Oshkosh-Wenjack Education Institute hosted its practical nursing pinning ceremony this past week. There were 12 grads in this latest class, marking their official transition from students to practical nurses. Faculty, family members, and friends gathered to honor the graduates who will soon begin their nursing careers. With the high demand in the medical field, the nurses have all found employment before they even graduated. The president of Oshkosh-Wenjack, Lori Deschamps, says the students of the practical nursing program really enjoy the small classes because the more they get one-on-one time with the instructors, the better.
So today we're here for our 4th pinning ceremony for our nursing students at Oshkosh-Wenjack. We've had over 40 graduates come through our doors. It's a very exciting time today for our staff and students. Our classrooms are not very big. We accept 25 students per semester. They get a lot of one-on-one training, and they really enjoy our program.
They're super inclusive. You have more quality time with your instructors. They are able to actually give you a lot more insight than I feel like within a larger group. So I like that we were able to be a little bit more personal with our instructors, but not only when we went through clinical and preceptorship, we were able to kind of not really overwhelm sort of our preceptor or the nurse and stuff like that. So we were able to kind of get a little bit more genuine education.
That is part of the plan and the mission of Oshkosh-Pimatuan is to be able to get certain individuals that are choosing to work in the remote communities.
As these new nurses are now taking their next steps into hospitals and clinics, carrying not only their degree, but also the responsibility of care, compassion, and hope for healthcare in the future. Well, Confederation College has unveiled a new mural created by local Indigenous artist Ryan Puman. It's the latest step the school is taking towards reconciliation and indigenizing the campus. The installation features 18 painted panels that line the upper walls of the college's main entrance area. Puman's artwork is meant to represent the college's close ties with First Nations culture. College President Michelle Salo says they chose the accomplished artist from Fort William First Nation because his artwork aligns with their vision for the school.
We were redoing the front entrance, and we said it's really important again to have the cultural aspect coming into the school, so it just raises awareness as soon as you walk in, and it's just an amazing piece of artwork. It's so beautiful. It's even better than what I had imagined. I saw some pictures of what they were going to look like, but to see it in reality is absolutely amazing. We saw the artwork that he was doing, and it was in line with what our vision was, so it was really important that we had a local Indigenous artist to do this work.
The paintings reflect Indigenous culture, history, and connection to the land, capturing the deep spiritual relationship between people and their environment. The Thunder Bay Museum has launched its first ever 50-50 draw as a way to be more engaged with the community. People can already purchase tickets online or in person at the museum's front desk. The 50/50 has replaced the museum's annual classic car raffle, which had been running for around 20 years. And although the raffle may come back someday, Museum Executive Director Scott Bradley says the 50/50 draw won't cost nearly as much money to organize and run. The proceeds from the new fundraiser will help support the museum's operations as well as capital expenses for a renovation project.
We've been here in this building at the old Fort William Courthouse and Police Station since 1994, and a lot of the renovations that were done at that time, those things are starting to kind of reach their end of life. You know, roof and HVAC equipment and paint and all these kind of things. And so we're really looking to reinvest in the building, to renovate and keep this historic building. And so some of the proceeds from this raffle will go to support that.
The 50/50 runs until November 2nd, with the draw happening on November 3rd. More good news: bikers and classic car enthusiasts gathered for the annual Toys for Tots ride, collecting gifts to help brighten the holidays for local children. There was over 70 riders registered, and this year's classic car owners were invited to join the ride. Community Engagement Manager of Salvation Army, Gail Crome, says it's a nice addition having the classic car owners help the campaign.
Well, we had motorcyclists and classic car owners gathered together over at Thunder Bay Harley, and they traveled together over here to the center to bring toys for children at Christmas time. We do a Toys for Tots campaign to provide toys for our community programs that we do in the city, helping families to just have a much happier Christmas. We're ecstatic to have that, and we weren't really sure how many would come out because the weather isn't the best, and they do like to come out when the weather is good, but fortunately it didn't rain. And yes, we're very pleased to have them join. We had more come out than maybe we thought would come, so I'm happy about that, and it's just nice to have the whole event expand a little bit and introduce new people to what we're doing here.
Salvation Army will be accepting toys and cash donations until the Christmas season and can be dropped off at the Journey to Life Center. Despite the rain, supporters gathered at Marina Park for the Multiple Myeloma March, raising funds for research, education purposes, and treatments. Multiple myeloma is the second most common form of blood cancer, and while treatable, it is still incurable. This walk is held nationally in 47 communities, and the goal is to raise $10,000. Myeloma support group leader for Thunder Bay, Marianne Twomey, explains why this march is so important.
This walk is very important. It's our one fundraising event of the year for Thunder Bay. It's in September. It's held all across the country. So every city has a walk. So in Thunder Bay, we like to do our part. People with myeloma, and it's actually multiple myeloma, that come together and raise funds for research and education purposes for and access to different drugs for people that are afflicted with the disease.
So this is our flagship event across the country. Like as I mentioned, we have 47 walks that are happening throughout the month of September, and this is really an opportunity for us to raise important funds for research and for increasing access to life-saving treatments, and it's really through walks like this that we're able to achieve that.
If you would like to donate, you can go to myeloma.ca. ThunderCon has officially wrapped up, closing out a weekend of cosplay and pop culture excitement, and officials are already looking forward to next year's convention. Emma Chilton reports.
That's a wrap on ThunderCon, leaving thousands of fans satisfied with cool merch buys and celebrity panels. Guest speaker Harlan Blaine Kaitwehat tells us why he enjoys attending these events.
I love doing these kind of events, right? And I like to always say when I make the post on Instagram, I didn't go make new friends, or I didn't go meet new people. I came and made new friends. And it's an environment where I feel the safest, because deep down I'm like the biggest nerd, biggest geek. And back at home, it's kind of hard to be that. So when I'm here, I feel like I'm with my fellow people.
The event is not only a paradise for pop culture, but also fundraises for important causes. Klingon Tav says they are fundraising for the Kidney Foundation this year.
Klingons are part of let's say, an international group, and that's what we do. When we go to a con, we like to raise money for different organizations or different causes. And this year, our big cause was the Kidney Foundation, because around May last year, I fainted, and turns out that I was in kidney failure. So, I mean, this cause is close to me, close to my heart, I guess, because the Kidney Foundation is a very good organization that helps a lot of people.
We spoke to attendees and they shared why they love ThunderCon.
Well, I just really like going there. It's really fun. I like to see people's fantastic and spectacular costumes. And I also like seeing what they have and like the toys and stuff. I usually buy some and meet some new friends here.
Well, I thought it would come by, and this has been a couple of years since I've last been here, so might as well go down memory lane, see what's here with my interest and such.
Board chair for ThunderCon, Amanda Kapar, says ThunderCon officials are looking forward to next year's convention.
We are definitely going again next year. I can't say we're necessarily going to be bigger because this is the biggest venue in the city, but we are going to be better because we get better every year.
Emma Chilton, TBT News.